Hello everybody and welcome to Tapping Yoga. I'm Dr. Angie Anderson and I'm so very excited to bring this very unique class to you. I have recently done a podcast talking about emotional freedom technique and what the tapping is all about. So I would encourage you to please go to Serenity Wellness and More podcast. You can go to my website at www.serenitycounselingcenterva. There you will find a podcast that talks all about what emotional freedom technique is about. And I also have a meditation that you could follow along just if you're interested in doing the tapping. Today I would like to share with you a tapping yoga class. So I invite you to join in and find the experience of the true relaxation of what yoga and tapping through emotional freedom technique can bring to you into your life. Tapping is a wonderful way to release any physical, somatic complaints that you might be experiencing, but also any time that you have disturbing, ruminating thoughts that are coming into your mind, but you wake up with a bad dream or you're dealing with a recent experience of an argument with someone that you loved and you just can't get that out of your head. So anytime you feel like you need to come to a grounding sensation, it doesn't fix the problem, but it does help you be able to release some of the pent-up negative energy that is being reversed in your body. So I invite you to join me today. Come on into a full standing meditation, a mountain pose. We want to rotate our shoulders up, back, and down. Take some time to just open up your palms. And then as you soften your eyes or close your eyes, just simply come into your body and come into your breath. So take a moment to relax your facial muscles. I first want to bring you into a grounding meditation that is going to start at the crown of your head. Take a moment just to relax into your thoughts, being present-centered, being mindful of your space, relaxing and releasing any negative, critical thinking. And then take a moment just to soften across your forehead. Relax your eyes. So anytime that you do not feel comfortable closing your eyes, it's okay if you just bring your eyes softly to the floor. Relax down into the jaw as you bring your lips softly together. Create just a little bit of distance between your teeth. Letting the tongue float down from the roof of your mouth. Opening up your throat, relaxing into the shoulders. Again, making sure they're up, back, and down to create that set position between your shoulder blades. Feeling nice and open into your heart space, letting go of any judgment, any critical spirit for yourself or towards someone in your life. Feeling long into your spine. Soft into your knees so you're not necessarily hyperextending your knees. Relaxing into the shins, the calves, your ankles, and feeling the four corners of your feet. Take a moment to feel that, ground into it, and then I want to start out bringing a thought or an intention or a word, something that you might be feeling some kind of physical sensation, a headache coming on, tension into a muscle, soreness, anything that you need to work on today. And as you bring that word, that thought into your heart and mind, I invite you to start with your tapping. You're going to take one or two fingers up to the top of your head and just simply apply slight pressure, tapping a couple of times there, crown of the head. Then moving to the third eye space, it's right above the eyebrows, putting a little bit of pressure one side or the other, or gently in the middle, where you're tapping both spots right above the eyebrows. I do this by using 3 fingers. And then I invite you to move right below your temple, above the cheek. So if you are feeling particularly sore or tight or feeling really just blocked up into that energy, then you can do both sides. And then you're going to come one side or the other, or both, to your cheeks, to the sinus cavities. And then coming to the upper lip. And then coming to your chin. And then take a moment now to come to your collarbone. So if you go to your collarbone and slightly draw down just a little bit, you're going to feel a little soft spot. It's sometimes called the sore spot. It feels like a little bit of a pocket. And then take a moment to tap into that. And then you're going to go right below your rib cage. So take a moment to feel that. And then take a big cleansing breath in, rotate your shoulders up, back and down, and then take a big breath here, draw up into the belly, soften your knees and find your forward fold, coming right up into your tailbone, pushing back into your hamstrings, your knees, feeling elongated there. Take a big breath in as you slide the hands up the shins, push out to a flat back. Take a breath into that. If any time standing is not comfortable for you, you can always try this in a chair, finding your modification. I have a chair yoga session that you can follow along with as well. Take a moment to bring the hands down to the heart. Big cleansing breath in, drop your shoulders down your back, squeeze your glutes, push your pelvic bone forward, open up your heart and your throat, and then give a little side stretch right there. And then come on into another side stretch right there. Big breath in. Exhale, slide on back, drop your shoulders and swan dive down into a forward fold. Eyes up your thighs, hands up the shins, flat back, feel long right there. And then as you soften your knees, support your hands to the floor, step back with your right leg. We're going to come into a warrior one, so ground the four corners of your feet. Knee over your ankle as you walk on up, come nice and tall. So in warrior one, you want to really push through your heel. You're squeezing your glutes to get your hips forward. Rotate shoulders up, back and down. Take a big breath into that. Bring the hands down to the heart space. You're going to take your left hand to your hip. Bring your right hand up and let's go into another series of tapping. Crown of the head. Stay strong in your warrior one. Bring it to the forehead. To the side, temple, cheekbone. So here you tap about 7 times. You can tap longer if it particularly feels good to you in one spot. Going to the cheekbone, this is going to allow you to move through each of the meridians, each of your acupressure points, coming to the lip, coming to your chin. Zip up through the belly, stay strong in your warrior one, keep squeezing your glute, going to that collarbone. And to the side. This is tapping into your karate chop point right underneath the rib cage. So release that and take a big breath in. Drop your shoulders down and open up to a warrior two. Here you're tucking your hip. Pull your knee towards your pinky toe and drop your shoulders down. Back arm stays directly behind you. So you don't see it poking out into the front. It's not poking out into the back. So keep on strong right there. Sink down into it and breathe in. Breathe out, come on to some gratitude. We're going to take that left hand, go into another set of tapping of the other side of our body now. Top of head to your third eye. Forehead. Stay strong in your legs. Come on down to the side, cheek. To the chin, not to the chin, to the cheek. sinus cavity, to the lip. Now to that chin, to the collarbone, and karate chop. What are you thankful for today? Take a big breath into that. Exhale, swan dive into straightening your leg to a pyramid. Hips come squared now, nose to knee. If you are particularly tight into your hamstring, you can keep a soft bend to your knee. Take a big breath into that. Feel your flat back lift up. Soft gaze to the front of you. Soften your knees, step forward, fold, feet underneath your hips, eyes up your thighs. Take a moment to bring the hands at the shins, flat back. Soften your knees and power into a big, huge reverse swan dive, coming down to the heart space. Big breath in and swan dive down. This time we're going to take our left leg back, ground the four corners of your feet, lift right up to a warrior one. Drop your shoulders down, take a big breath in, lift it into that. And exhale. So this time we're bringing our right hand down to our hip, bringing your left hand to the tapping series. Top of the head. Breathe into it. Reflect on what you need to focus on today. Coming to the forehead. Feel the energy move in your body. This is energy work. Come to the side. Come to the cheek. To the lip. To the chin. To the collarbone. To the side. Karate chop. Soften the toes, feel the four corners of your feet. Take a big breath into that. Exhale down into the shoulders, open warrior two. Pulling your knee to your pinky toe. Check in, make sure your shoulders are down, arms are parallel with the floor. Soften your toes and come on back to some gratitude. What else are you thankful for today? Top of the head. To the forehead, third eye, opening up for clarity. To the side, temple, cheekbone. Breathe into it. Stay strong in your legs. Bring it to your cheek. This is particularly tapping into the belly space. It's a great place to tap if you're nauseous. Take a moment to come to the lip. To your chin. Stay strong in your legs to that collarbone. Stay open. Come on right into that karate chop. And then take a breath in, swan dive, down, turn the back ball of your foot. This time we're coming to a down dog, eyes to toes. If you are not a fan of down dog, I invite you to come to your knees, widen your knees, bring your big toes together and surrender down to your child. Take a moment to breathe into that. If you are down dog, see if you want to give a little walk of the dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now come on down to your knees. Push back and find your hero pose. If hero pose does not work for you, then take a moment to just allow your legs to come out in front of you. No big deal. So sit back if you can. Feel that little bit of energy right there into your knees. Take a breath in, lift up tall. Exhale down. Inhale up and open up to the side, bringing your left hand to your back. Right hand's going to come across to the outer edge. Right there on the outer edge of your knee, I want you to do a little tapping. There's an acupressure point right there. Take a breath in. You can do this with your legs out in front of you if that hero pose is just not quite working for you. You can also sit back on a pillow. So if you need a pillow, feel free to grab one, sit back to give yourself a little support, and resume. Then come on up, take a breath. Exhale down, soften into the shoulders, lift it up over to the right side. So this time, right hand to the back, left hand's gonna come across, and just give yourself a little tap. Look back if you can, that gives a little counter twist into the neck. Breathe into it, and breathe out of it. And slowly release. Come on up, take a breath. And release down. Either child pose or seated forward fold if your legs are extended. Drop your shoulders down. Take a big cleansing breath into your upper back. And exhale. Come on up nice and tall. We're going to release that pillow if you used it. Come to your seat so you can bring your legs back out in front of you. So come on out to join those that are already there. Push down into the back of your knees and take a big breath in. Drop your shoulders and find your forward fold. So take a moment to relax your shoulders. If you can't quite touch your toes, just let your hands go where they can go, because it's way more important to feel the length into the back of the legs. Big breath here. Exhale down. Now slowly release. We're going to take our right, I'm going to mirror y'all. So let's take your right leg. Go ahead and come on up. Let the knees stay high to your inside. Come across if that feels better for you. But just make sure your glute stays grounded. Take a moment to bring your left hand around to the knee and give yourself a little twist as you pull up into your spine and around into that twist. Hugging your knee in towards your chest. Take your left hand and give yourself a little tap again. Breathing into that twist, feeling longer and longer in your spine. And exhale it out. Then slowly release, come forward, unhook, bringing the leg open, pull back into your hip. Big, strong, cleansing breath in. And fold. Let your hands go where they go. Soft into your shoulders. Breathing into that. And breathing out. So if you can, take your left hand to the ball of your foot and apply strong pressure right there as you pull your toes slightly back. Take a moment to feel that. Then push down into the back of your knee. Pull your quadricep closer to your body and lift your heel up off the floor. And tap. Take a moment to release that. Soften your shoulders, extend the legs out. Big breath in, drop your shoulders, and fold. Long legs, long spine. Big cleansing breath in. Big cleansing breath out. Nice and smooth. So as we slide up, this time we're going to take the left leg in. So stay to the inside. Cross over if you need, and you can. Keep your glute down. Taking your right hand, turn towards, pull around into that twist. Take a moment to lift tall. Taking your right hand, bring around in that tapping position. So this is going to be almost where the IT band connects to your knee, outer edge. So sometimes we can hold a little bit of tension there and it gets a little sore. So if you need to lighten your tapping, feel free to do that. Then slowly release, open up, bring the sole of the foot to the inside, pull back into your hip. Big cleansing breath in, drop your shoulders and fold. Take a moment to soften right there. See if you can take that hand right at the ball of your foot. Apply pressure or tap. See if you can push down into the back of the knee and lift the heel up, coming into that soleus muscle. Big cleansing breath in. And a cleansing breath out. Feel it, then slowly release it. So as we slide up, I invite you to bring the soles of your feet together and your knees fall open. So here, you're going to take a moment to check in with your hips. If you are super, super tight, let your feet push further out away from your body. If you can bring it in, squeeze your glutes, let your knees fall open and fold. I invite you to take your hands underneath your feet if that feels good to you. If you also can, I want you to take your feet like it's a book. Take the feet and open them up. You want to take the thumbs and place them right on the ball of your feet, connecting the outer edges of your feet as if you are opening your book, and that's the binding of your book. So take the thumb, apply pressure right there on the balls of your feet. That is an acupressure point to help you release your hips. So if you have tightness in your hips, I invite you to come to this pose anytime you need. Lift your ribs and fold a little bit more. Take a breath into that. And exhale. Beautiful job. Take a moment to extend wide one more time into your legs, long into your legs, wide as your hips. Big breath into that. Exhale and release to see if you notice a difference in your lower back, your hamstrings, the back of your knees. Big breath in. Big breath out. Now as we release, we're going to just push our hips towards our heels so you can come on back onto your mat. I'm going to turn so you can continue to see me. Take a moment to bring your knees in towards your chest. Drop your shoulders down, and let's do a couple little knee circles going around one way and then slowly go around the other way. So bringing your right leg down, heel to glute, knee high. We're going to lift the left leg up. So reach behind and pull back. Take a moment to lift your nose up towards your knee and see if you can walk up to your ankle. If you can walk up to your ankle, I invite you to take the left hand and tap to the outer edge of right above your ankle. Breathe into that. Keep pulling the leg back slightly. And then as you release it, take your right hand right below your ankle and tap. Then slowly release, bring the knee in and reset. So switching sides, taking your right leg up, pull back first, feel that stretch. Bring the nose up, curling. Walk up if you can. Reach right towards your ankle, starting first, right hand, outer edge of your ankle. Take a breath into that. Slowly release it, switch hands, left hand inside, right above the ankle. Then as you release, walk back down, bend the knee, give yourself a hug. Both knees come in. Nose comes up. Give yourself a big hug. Retucking your chin. We're going to ground the left leg, heel to glute. Crisscross the right leg on top where you're stacking your knees. Hands are going to come out to T-balance to keep your shoulders grounded, and ever so gently turn so you slide your left knee down to your right ankle pocket. Take a moment to feel that. Let your spine release. Take a breath in and a breath out. If you can, lift your head and look away from your knees. Take your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee and tap. Tapping into those acupressure points, the meridians, to reverse the negative energy, making a nice natural flow. Then release that. Take a moment to retuck your chin, stack your knees and your ankles, squeeze your knees and your thighs together and bring them on up. Drop your shoulders. So this time we're going to ground the right leg. Left leg goes crisscross, so you stack the knees. Make sure your chin's tucked, and then come on around to slide your knee down into the ankle pocket. Keep your left shoulder grounded. If you can, lift your head and look away from your knees, taking your right hand, outer edge of the left knee, and tap. Take a breath. And exhale. Then come on to release the hand. Retuck your chin, stack your knees and your ankles, squeeze right there, and come on back up. So take a moment to hug, nose up to the knee. Take some time to use the strength of your belly to roll up or gently roll to your side to turn towards me again. We're going to come to our seated meditation. So as you come here, I invite you to find wherever you would like to be with your legs. Take a moment to rotate the shoulders up, back, and down. Take some time to soften or close your eyes. Let's reground here. Take a moment to let your thoughts release. Perhaps just finding that word or intention you set at the beginning of our time together. Relax across your forehead. Notice what shifted for you. Relax in your cheeks. Relax in your jaw. Bring your lips gently together and feel the teeth just gently separate to then let the tongue release down from the roof of your mouth. Throat softens, neck, shoulders up, back, and down. Feel that width come across your collarbone. Open up into your heart space. Breathe. Feel your spine. Your lower back is surrendered. Your hips, your glutes, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your calves, the ankles, the tops of your feet, the bottoms of your feet. Breathe into that. And then once more, we're going to go through our tapping series, starting at the crown of our head. So take a moment to breathe into that. Keeping eyes soft or closed, your mind on your intention, your area that you were trying to release. If you're having a physical complaint, going to the forehead, the crown of your head. One or two hands to your side, your cheeks, right below, side of eye. And then take a moment to go to the chin, the cheek. I like one to call that the chin. And then take a moment to now go to your upper lip. And now to that chin that just seems to be calling my name today. And then going right to that sore spot. Tap it out. This is also an energy movement. And then go right there, right underneath your rib cage to the karate chop. Big cleansing breath into that. And exhale. So let's take a moment to release. Soften or close your eyes once more and breathe into our bodies. Exhale it out. And then when you're ready, softly open your eyes. Take a moment to relax and surrender into that. So namaste, everybody. I really appreciate you sharing this experience with me, this unique experience of tapping yoga. I encourage you to please comment, please tell me what you experienced, because sometimes you might experience something different every single time. You may feel a heat sensation, you might feel some tingling sensation. With tapping, you never know what you're going to get, but I really want you to experience the benefit of tapping an emotional freedom technique and this unique experience of bringing it to yoga. So please, please, please reach out and tell me what you experienced in this class. Do it often, do it frequently. On Serenity Counseling Center website, it's at www.serenitycounselingcenterva. You will find other yoga sessions. You will find the tapping meditation along with other meditations. We are on also a podcast series at Serenity Wellness and More. Those podcasts are also on the website, but those there you can find at Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play. Please please subscribe. That really helps me out as a small business. If you go to my podcast, please follow along with that because we have one come out every week. Namaste, everybody. Happy tapping.